Good morning. Yes. Welcome to Authentic Conversations with Moji. And I am Moji Solo Wilson. And this is Moji's World. How are you guys? I know it's been kind of crazy past few weeks. And today's Sunday. Normally I don't do a show on Sundays, but I figure we need to come together and talk about this because there's a lot of crazy things going on. On social media today, I've seen all kinds of things. I've seen people talking about how coronavirus is not in Nigeria. That is like the biggest lie. I have seen people talk about, educated people saying that coronavirus cannot survive in Nigeria. That is a lie. I have seen pastors talking about how they have antibiotics, that God will do it. True, God will do it, but God helps those that help themselves. So how about we start with something very simple? Okay, let's start with, okay, let's start with this guy.
Coronavirus hasn't entered Nigeria yet. If it enter here, it will stop all over the world. Anytime it genuinely comes to Nigeria, that will be the end of coronavirus. How can you come here? Matada kapasakateya. What does it mean? They told us.
Okay, so that's number one. He said coronavirus cannot enter Nigeria. That's a lie. We all know that coronavirus is already in Nigeria. We know for a fact, this is not fiction, that coronavirus is in Nigeria. So now let's go to the second one.
It's not in Nigeria.
Let's go to the second one where he said coronavirus is not in Nigeria.
That thing cannot survive in Nigeria. What do you mean by coronavirus? When there are corrosive anointing. Can't survive here. I don't know about other places. There is no coronavirus here.
Okay, we all know that he's lying. We know coronavirus is in Nigeria. I cannot understand for the life of me. Nigeria, with the most educated people in, so allegedly Africa, people go to church and believe lies. Okay?
It's not going to work here. Am I or you?
The guy's name is Kingsley Innocent.
What is it?
He's a pastor in Aba.
Can I say this to you? Can I say this to you? It is not in Nigeria. So relax yourself. If you come to Nigeria now, they shut down markets. They shut down places in abroad. If they shut such thing down here, people, not coronavirus.
All right, so let's stop for a moment with this pastor thing and deal with the real facts. Let's talk about the real facts. The real fact that's documented today in Nigeria, as of yesterday, there was 22, or the day before, there was 22 confirmed cases. These are people that have been tested. These are people that went to doctors' offices, hospitals, and they are under quarantine. As of yesterday, which is 24 hours after they found out that 22 people in Nigeria had it, now today, this morning, there's 27 cases confirmed of coronavirus. One is in Bodija, not OJ, not Dubai. Bodija is like Beverly Hills in LA. Bodija in Ibadan is where all the rich people live. So coronavirus is not a rich man's disease. It's not a poor man's disease. This is a human virus that's going from one person to the other. So when a pastor opens up their church, like Kingsley Innocent opened up his church, like, what's that guy's name from Koza? Biodun Fatoyimbo. It is the most irresponsible thing that any pastor can do to their congregation. Moji was upset last week when I heard that churches in America were not going to be opening up because, let me tell you, I'm not going to lie to you, Pastor Fatoyimbo of Koza is a highly educated man that's been around the world that allegedly, see, this is my biggest problem. I keep saying a lot of Nigerians are educated illiterates. They have book knowledge, they have certificates, but a lot of people are educated illiterates because If if the World Health Organization is saying this is a virus that could literally take out Africa, and we are sitting there pretending the coronavirus is not around because God will do it. Let me tell you something. God created doctors. God created scientists. God created all these people as his agents to take care of us. God is the source. Doctors, lawyers, pharmacists, all these other people in the medical fields, nurses aides, they are all members of God's army. If you are not taking your life seriously, at least take somebody else's life seriously. If you go to church with 10,000, 2,000, 200 people, one person has that virus. Allegedly, 4 out of 5, or every 5 cases have contracted this disease or virus from people that did not know they have it. So even if you don't respect your own life, at least respect the lives of the other people and treat everybody like they have this virus. Let me tell you, part of the biggest problem I have with our people, and I'm a Nigerian, so I can say this without anybody coming to me and telling me that I'm biased. The biggest problem we have is that we blame the witches for everything. We blame the witches, we blame the devil, we blame everything. Things that we're supposed to do on our own, we want to pass it on to God and tell God to do this for us. You stay at home, you say you're looking for a job, you don't write up a CV, you don't go for training, you don't go for basic technology training, you want to be an IT project manager. So you keep going to church and giving them the pennies that you already have. You keep going to Wolis and having Wolis pray for you. I have nothing against Wolis. Everybody serves their purpose. Look, if we don't start doing the right things and taking accountability for our lives and taking accountability for our choices, which is how we got here to begin with, we are going to have a problem, because Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, no African country as far as I know, today in this moment is equipped with a healthcare system that can take care of coronavirus. Right now in America, New York just shut down everything. They're bringing in the National Guards to make sure people stay home. You guys must think America is stupid. America is losing billions of dollars every day to make sure that their citizens are safe. The UK is doing the same thing. Italy has the highest numbers of people that died. And you Africans, Nigerians are sitting there saying God will do it. You think God doesn't like Italy? Or you think God doesn't like America? America has electric, they have doctors, they have hospitals, they have health insurance that pays when you're sick. They have social services. They have. 177 countries all over the world has coronavirus. What makes you think Nigeria is so special? And the worst thing for me is that Nigeria, a country that has no electric, okay? Nigeria, a country that has no electric, that has no food, that has no roads, no ambulances, if I keep going, we'll be here till tomorrow. No ambulances, no electric, no security. Boko Haram is killing Nigerians. Everything is wrong with Nigeria. Yet they want to add on another big thing that could wipe out the whole country of Nigeria. Coronavirus could wipe out 50% of the Nigerian population if you guys keep doing what you're doing. Yesterday I saw posts on social media. Parties, weddings, naming ceremonies. Like, you guys don't feed, you don't eat at home. You have to go to somebody else's parties to eat. You pay money to go and eat jollof rice when you can use that money for the gele to make your own jollof rice at home that will feed your children for the next 7 days. But no, you want to show up at a party with coronavirus so people can say you were there, so you can be jiggy with it. I'm with the in crowd. Let me tell you something. When the shit hits you, I'm sorry I curse because it's Sunday morning, but when you get coronavirus, now you come on social media and be posting pictures talking about how you need money for food to feed your children. When your stupid ass dies, people will be posting stuff in Moji's inbox and everybody else's inbox, begging for money to come and bury you when you had the option to stay home. Let's be real. Share this video because we have to hear this. Share this video please for me, because people need to understand. Coronavirus is real. There's no pastor. You think Nigeria is the only country that God loves? If God really loves Nigeria, let's be real. If you think God loves Nigeria that much, you think God would not have taken care of Boko Haram by now? You think God would not have given you good roads? You think God would not have given you good governance? You think God would not have given you good hospitals? God gave you all those things and you guys eroded it with your BS and your stupid mentality. You want to blame everybody else. You blame Buhari, you blame this one, you blame that one. Who put Buhari there? You did. When they said go out and exercise your voting rights, what did you do? You took a bag of rice and went and voted for the same people that have been raping Nigeria, but you want to blame the devil. The devil did it. The poor devil did nothing to you people. The devil is inside you, it's inside me. You and I have the devil and we have God inside us. Who we allow to rule our lives is up to us. We have to start taking accountability for our lives. Nobody is asking you to take a bribe. You take a bribe and then you want to complain, oh, the devil made you do it. The devil did not make you do it. A whole bunch of you guys are goddamn hypocrites. All you care about is yourselves. All you care about is what you wear. All you care about is money, 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 money. Money has become your God. That's why God has turned his back on Nigeria. Yet it continues to give you guys opportunities. Nigeria has some of the best doctors, but you have the worst hospitals. You're talking about coronavirus is not coming to Nigeria. It's not going to touch you. Let me tell you something. A whole city in America is shut down with National Guards watching it. You think the UK is stupid because they told everybody to stay home? They shut down restaurants. They shut down clubs. They shut down bars. Churches are not opening. But in Nigeria, Fatoyibo, who has one of the trendiest churches, irresponsible, ignorant, non-believer of God. Because when you're a believer of God, you show love and mercy to people. But because Fatoyibo and this innocent and a lot of people, if you believed in God, Mr. Fatoyibo, if you believed in God, you will understand that the job of a pastor is a shepherd. And what are sheep? Sheep are Dundee Uniteds that go woo, and they walk about doing nothing. They expect you to tell them what to do. Church is the only place that you go. And you go and you go and you go for 50 years. You never graduate. Abba. You really think these pastors are going to give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven? No, they're not. Because how will they eat? You think these pastors will teach you the Bible and how to dissect the Bible and how to tune into the universe? They will not. Let me tell you. Religiosity is what's killing Nigeria. The religiosity is what's killing Nigerians. You know, I'm sitting there laying down thinking, God, why are these people like this? Why do they act like Dundee Uniteds with no brain cells? Why do they act like the people that lived in the village of the king that walked out butt naked and said, I have clothing on. And the guy is shifting his agbada, pretending like he had clothing on. And everybody were pontificating, your agbada is beautiful. Your shokoto is made of gold. The man was butt naked until a 2-year-old kid said, Daddy, the king has no clothing on. And then everybody started to say, oh no, he doesn't have clothing on. It's true. Why do we act like sheep? Why do we act like cattle and follow blind people all over the place? If Shukura is popular on social media, whatever Shukura says is what everybody starts sharing. All these stupid, retarded bloggers, I call them custom pasters. They share stories they've never verified. They share information that's not true. They share things that are not even accurate. And you guys, you help them by sharing the same stupid things. Who's more stupid, you or them? Oh, did I insult your integrity? Yes, good. Now maybe your brain cells will start working. They told you to stay home. Stay home. They told you anybody that's 65 and older or elder, 60 and older, are more susceptible to this disease. You guys are carrying your parents, taking them to parties, taking them to church. You're freaking murderers. What are you trying to do? Kill them so you can get their land? What's wrong with you people? And then you want to be jumping up and down and talking about how, Nigeria is the best country in the world, honey. If it's the best country in the world, why are people going to Libya, getting raped, getting killed, drowning in the dinghies to get to other countries? If your country is so damn good, why are children, when you ask a Nigerian child, what do you want to be when you grow up? They'll tell you, I want to be abroad. Why are people like me and a lot of other people here that would love to be in Nigeria to do things? Because you guys are not standing up for us. You are not standing up for yourselves, let alone other people. Shame on all of you. Educated illiterate, strutting your stuff and pretending and posing, pontificating on social media like you know it. I had a lawyer on Facebook today writing up bullshit about how some people don't eat unless they go to parties. That's their own goddamn fault. Everybody in Nigeria has a piece of land in front of them. You can plant your own fruit. You can plant your own food. You can plant your own rice. You can plant your own cocoa. You can plant your own anything. But no, everybody wants to strut around in an Armani suit, pretending like they got it like that. This is a disease that has no class. This is a disease that doesn't give a shit if you have money. This is a disease that does not care if you're Obama or if you're the Prince of Monaco who got it. Idris Elba got it. He's a goddamn gazillionaire. The Prince of Monaco got it. He's a gazillionaire. The president of Brazil was exposed to it. President Trump was exposed to it. They had to test him. If you have money in Nigeria, no plane is taking you out of Nigeria. If you have money in Nigeria, I repeat, I don't care how rich you are. There is no place taking you abroad. No country in the United States, no place is taking you. You're dying. They have no respiratory machines in Nigeria. Even if they did, what electric is going to run it? America is crying. You saw on the news yesterday, CNN ran a show yesterday, how America is short about 20,000 ventilators. They're expecting 20% of the country, of the United States. They're expecting 20% of the population of the United States to catch this virus if people don't stay home. You want to tell me about Nigeria, where Iyashukura is sitting there in the market coughing all over the gari she's going to sell you. Where Baba Temedu is cutting meat that is totally contaminated with all kinds of viruses. Forget Kini Papa. You have tuberculosis. People are dying of ordinary malaria in Nigeria because there's no hospitals. There's no healthcare system in place. In America, if you get sick, you go to the emergency room, they have to treat you even if you don't have a penny. Even if you don't have a kobo. What do they do in Nigeria? Before you even sign your name on a piece of paper, they give you the paper and tell you to go to the window and pay. How many people do people have outside the country? If you don't have people that are outside the country, you're going to die. You're not only going to die, you're taking half of the goddamn village with you, selfish people. Selfish people. So they can say Shukra was at Kiriko's wedding. You're willing to go there and catch a coronavirus and take it to your home? You're willing to take it back to your village? So that people can say, oh, they saw you at so and so parties and you had a Shoaib, you must be part of the cool gang. Your head is not correct. Your head is not correct if you're going to a pastor. You're going to a church where they have told you, stay home. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? And yet you want to sit on social media and pontificate about how things you don't know. Why do Nigerians pretend like they know everything? If you don't know something, say, pardon me, I beg your pardon, I know I don't know. I don't know, please tell me. And even after they tell you, you still go to Google and you Google it. All you people have phones, you have data. Some of you don't even eat. So you can go on Facebook and be posing and posting pictures, or at least so you can be begging for money from people in their inbox. And then when you get sick, when they ask you what's wrong, you can't tell them. But you'll be begging for money for hospital bills like we don't eat in America. Well, you think people, those of us that are sitting at home, my friend just closed down her restaurant in London. She quit her regular job where she was making a lot of money to open up her dream restaurant. She had to shut it down. And you Nigerian people are sitting there going to bars, going to parties, going to church so the pastors can make money off of you. When you die, they don't even come and contribute to you. Do they buy your death, your plot? Do they contribute? Or even when you want to do a funeral in Nigerian churches, they'll come and tell you my roof is leaking. If you want to do a funeral after somebody don't die, finish. After they've taken all that person's money. Every year, beginning of the year, they tell you to give them your whole salary for the month. How the hell are you supposed to feed your children? How are you supposed to pay their tuition? You go and give your salary for the whole month to a pastor in church so he can ride a Bentley while you're driving a foot wagon. What is wrong with you? Nigeria is the most religious country in the world. And you're still the poorest country in the world. You have no electric, you have no roads, you have no security. Boko Haram is kicking your ass. The very police that's hired to support you, to protect you, is kicking your ass. When you get coronavirus, let me tell you, I do a lot of research. I've been online. I've been speaking to doctors. I've been speaking to medical clinics. I've been speaking to people because I don't know. And when you don't know, the only way to know is to ask questions. The way you get coronavirus is by being in the same space. I repeat, not by sleeping with them, not by kissing them, not by being in the same space as somebody that carries the virus, and somebody that carries the virus does not necessarily have to be sick. So when the person you see that's looking good, it's not like HIV or anything like that, that you have to sleep with somebody, you have to, by being in the same space. When they breathe or they cough or they sneeze, it's going inside your body when you breathe it in. When you breathe in the virus, it goes in and multiplies itself times 10,000 inside your body. It starts to erode your healthy organs and your healthy cells. It takes over your body. When you develop a fever, it's because your body is trying to fight the virus. Okay? Now, anything that person touches, like the metal, the table, the chair, your hand, if you shake them, that's why they tell you don't shake anybody's hands. Don't hug them, because when they cough, it goes all over their clothing. So when you hug them, you are taking some of the virus from their body into your clothing, and then you inhale that stuff. People are dying. There's no ventilators, because when your lungs crash, you need oxygen. Nigeria does not have enough ventilators. They don't even have enough ventilators for people that are dying of regular bullshit sickness. Let alone 50 of you come into the hospital at the same time. Honey, they will pick the rich people. They will pick the president. They will pick the people that they know. They will pick. Nigeria is all about who you know that knows who that knows who. If you, Jeremy, sitting there thinking because you just did 419 and you are a Gazilonia in Nigeria right now, you don't die. Because they will pick a Odutola before they pick your yeyas. They will pick Dangote's child before they pick your yeyas. Even though you have $10 billion in the bank, you will die. Your cousin will die. Your mother will die. Your child will die. Your sister will die. All because you are stupid and believe that church is where God lives. God lives in you. God lives in me. God lives in the way we treat each other. God lives in the way we speak to each other. God lives in the things that we do for and to each other. Fellowship is wonderful, though. That's why I love church. I love church. Once in a while, I get up and I get dressed and I go to church. Right now, there's no church. Church is online. Today, I will post my church service on my page. You go there, you attend, get your spirits fed. And you know, there's a difference between church and church. Oh. There's a church that's a business, and there's a church that's there to service people. Kuzo, Kazo, whatever the name of that church is, with Pastor Fatoyinbo, is not a church. It's a cult. If Mountain on Fire, can close, if Mr. Die can close his church, you know me, I laugh at churches. If Mr. Die can say stay home, when he was sending Mountain of Fire today, they were sending people back home in Nigeria. Shukutu Mountain of Fire. I used to make so much fun of Mountain of Fire because they will pray for 5-6 hours. Those are people that believe in God. Those are people that believe in God. I repeat, I'm not sending anybody to Mountain of Fire. Redeemed Church of Christ is still open today. The pastor, the head senior pastor of Redeemed Church of Christ, last year, or whatever year, when his wife was sick, he didn't say God will do it. I repeat, when the man's wife was sick, he should have said God will do it and go and put his wife on the altar and have all of you guys lay his hand on her. He didn't do that. He flew his wife to where? To Europe. You know why? Because in Winners Chapel, that's the name of the church. Winners Chapel, if you were such a winner, my friend, when your wife was sick, you should have laid your wife on the altar. David or Yedepo, you should have laid your wife on the altar and asked the whole congregation to come and pray over her. If you believe that God is doing that kind of stuff. Let me tell you how I know God does things. God is an amazing God. God that we serve is the I am that I am. When you're sick and you show up and the best surgeon, when I broke my shoulder, this is how I know God. Oh. God is amazing. When I tell you my life is a testimony of the grace of God. When I shattered my shoulder and I had to have a shoulder replacement, I showed up at the emergency room that day. There was a Nigerian Igbo man there. That was God. The guy was leaving out of the hospital. He saw me coming. He heard my name, Moji. He went back in and switched places with somebody, gave the woman his night duty. That was God that showed up. Okay? When the guy sat with me, made sure I got everything I needed. I've never seen him after that. That was God. The best surgeon in the whole town happened to be working that day. He happened to be on call that day. That was God. God moves when we move. If I had broken my shoulder and came home and said God will do it, God will do it, I would be one arm less today. A lot of you are going through illnesses. You're going to pastors to pray. They give you olive oil instead of telling you to go to church. And you Dundee United too. You take the olive oil and you go home. You're better off cooking dam of bono or something with the olive oil, my friends, because all you're doing is wasting olive oil. Now, if the pastor had told you to go to church and then giving you Psalms to read, of course now, you see David and Goliath happened because when David and Goliath were fighting, if God said to David, go and get your sling and get a piece of stone and shoot that sling, my friend, if David had gone to stand in front of Goliath and said, I'm here because God said I should stand here, Goliath would have trampled him. He would have stepped on his head and turned him into mush. But David followed the instructions of God. He took the sling and with confidence and faith, because he knew he had the ammunition, he stood in front of Goliath and he pulled that string. And what happened? Boom! One shot, pere, busa. Goliath is dead. Coronavirus is the same thing. When people tell you, when the doctors tell you, protect yourself, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't go in places where there's more than 10 people. They said don't go in places more than 10 people. I tell you, don't go in places, period. And if you have to go to the grocery store, go buy your food, wash your hand. Wash your hand 10 times. Don't hug people. Don't go to church. Don't allow people that are sneezing in your space. Don't even allow people in your space. Social distancing is called social distancing for a purpose. 8 feet between you and the other person. I don't know what 8 feet is in Nigerian language. 8 feet between you and the next person online to buy food, to do anything. Go out, order your takeout and go home. Go home, stay home, read. A lot of you guys cannot go home. You can't stay home because you're not good people. You have not been nice to your wife. You've not been nice to your husband. You've been cheating on each other, and yet you go to church every Sunday and scream hallelujah. You want to know why God? You want to know why God? God is not the God that you can fool. You cannot fornicate and cheat. The pastor is standing there telling you, oh, thou shalt not fornicate. The guy's wife is in front of him. His girlfriend is there. His baby mama is 3 steps away. All 3 women he's sleeping with at the same time, and you think your blessings are going to come through this person. You don't chop bottle. If you think a pastor that's sleeping with 15-year-old girls, 10-year-old girls, all of them that are burying bodies in their pulpit are going to be your savior, you have your mouth. You. There's nothing wrong with fellowship. I love fellowship. But if you're not doing the right thing, your pastors are not doing the right thing, the problem with Nigerians are, we live in this fake world. We live in this fake world where we don't take accountability for anything. Even me, when I stub my toe, instead of saying, Moji, you stub your toe because you did not pick up the thing on the floor. I blame the witches. I blame the devil. Coronavirus is here to stay. Social distancing is put into place by scientists that were given the gift by God, that told you to stay away from. No, don't go and tell your wife social distancing means you can't sleep with your wife tonight. Don't lie. That's not social distancing because you're already there together, Bobo. Don't try it. That's not what we're talking about. Social distancing means that strangers should not, people, friends, cousins, dogs, cats should not be in your sphere. They should not be on top of you. You should not be in a church with all these people laughing and coughing. There's a lot of people that carry the coronavirus and they do not know that they have it. So it's not like somebody's going out there with a lethal weapon. They don't know. If you don't know you carry something, you are not accountable for it. But the way I treat everybody, all my friends have it. That's what I tell everybody. We can talk on Skype. Me, I like people. Let's talk on Skype. You all have Facebook. Go on your Facebook and do a Facebook Live. Play DJ music. The African store. Oh, let me tell you something funny. We went shopping. I called up because we have a few friends that are older. So my wife and I decided we're going to get up. We're going to call up everybody we know that's high risk. People that are suffering from asthma or they have what kind of, or the elders. We called up people that we know and asked them if they needed something. So we decided we're going to go shopping. Honey, go to the African market because somebody needed something from the African market. We're online. This one is right here. I turned around to her. I said, Auntie, I'm sorry. You have to go back. There's something called, you cannot be on top of me like that. I beg, Auntie, move. People looked at me like I was crazy. I display mental. Me, I'm not dying for anybody. Nobody's worth dying for. I just got married a few years ago. God forbid fire in the world. No. But I'm going to be responsible. You have to take accountability. When you meet people and they want to shake you, you tell them, no, sorry, I am practicing social distancing. When somebody wants to come and hug you, say sorry. Why are they even hugging yourself when you're home? Nigeria already shut down schools. Why are you guys still roaming the streets? In America, it's the same thing. You go everywhere. Nigerians are telling you God will do it. God will do it. And God will do it. God will do it in a way that you will catch this disease. And then God will do it so that you don't give it to your children. God will do it so that the children that you waited 10, 15, 20 years for, that you fasted and prayed for, you're willing to risk their lives. Have you even thought what would happen if you get coronavirus in Nigeria with no ventilation, no hospital, fake medication all over the counters? Most of you guys don't even go to the doctors, you know that. Most of you guys end up going to where? You guys go to freaking, you go to the pharmacy. People have cancer, they go to the pharmacy. Your boobs are oozing. Hey, my life, my God, oh, Nigeria. People's boobs. I spoke to a woman last week. There's pus coming out of her breast. It's oozing nasty stuff, she said. It smells. I said, go to the doctor. She said she went to the pharmacy. They think it's a boil. Even if you think it's a boil, go and double check, triple check. Early detection is key. And yet you want to tell me there's no coronavirus. Have you thought what would happen when you die? All your friends that are inviting you to party to come and take gele, they use it as a business. It's a business. I figured it out. It's a business. They use your money to make money. They invite you to parties. You think they like you? No. They need your money. How do you think they're buying Range Rovers? How do you think they're driving planes? They need your money. Somebody that likes you and really can afford to have a party will dash you the Ashwebi. That's what they used to do in my house. They would dash you the Ashwebi because they have the money. They can afford to have their own goddamn party. They don't need to do a fundraising. Then they bring you to the party and people are, do you even know who cooked the food? Do you know how they cook the food? Do you know if the meat that you're eating is contaminated? And then you guys go there and you're dancing and they're spraying you with 1 naira. 1 naira with corona disease, with coronavirus. They're putting it on your head. The World Health Organization said what? They said don't touch your face. That 1 naira they're slapping on your face, it's like your obituary right there. Boom! 1 naira they're slapping it, $1 dollar. Slapping it on your body on coronavirus times 10. And you go home, you just made $20. That 20, even if you make 20,000 naira, you're going to need how much to do how much do they use to do the test for coronavirus? $1 million point something is $3,000 in America. The difference is that America has social services in place. America has healthcare systems that will pay for that shit. You get coronavirus, you're dying. And even if you don't die, when they put you in that place, have you guys seen what the place that they quarantine Nigerians in? Have you seen what it looks like? If you go in that place healthy, you're coming out sick. I swear to God. Have you seen the building? It's nasty. If you go into that place where they quarantine you for 14 days to find out if you have it or not, you're going to come out with some EBGB somehow, some way. Stay home. Don't go to church. You want to donate your money to church? Send it on your phone app. You guys like donating your money. You know what kills me about Nigerians? You will give a church 1 million naira, but your neighbor who's hungry, you won't give him food. But you're waiting for God to come and do it for you. You're making the pastors, you're helping them buy planes and private planes while you're driving a foot wagon. A woman called me 2 weeks ago. Auntie Moji, please help me. You have to talk to my husband. They said we have to donate all our salary for the whole month. The man is not only taking his own, no. He's taking his wife's too. They have 8 children. 8 children. First and foremost, what the hell in 2020 is having 8 children? 80. When you're not my father that had 26. Of course he died early too. But 8 children. And you want to take your wife's salary and your salary to go and give it to the church because they asked for your first fruit. Honey, you guys need to read your Bible. Read your Bible. Read your Bible. God did not say don't feed your children. Go and donate the money. Don't do this. Go and donate the money. Pay your tithes, yes. Because the church needs money to support itself and they have to support the pastors. If you're going to a church like me, like mine, that has food pantry, they have places you go to for counseling. Those are the kind of church you donate to. You don't donate to a church where the pastor is driving a jet, a private plane. Jesus Christ rode a goddamn donkey. Your pastor is driving a private plane. Coronavirus is here to stay. You need $3,000 to do the test if you go to a private hospital. Nigeria does not have any public hospital that has gloves, that has masks. Nobody. Half of you guys are walking around with masks. Ofege mask. That have been washed and sent to you with coronavirus already in it from China or wherever. God forgive me. You're buying Ofege medication at the pharmacy. But yet you are willing to risk your life. Let me tell you what's going to happen to your children, my friends. When you die, you know, pay you where you don't bleach your skin well. Coronavirus, easy access. Okay? You've been fronting that you are this and that on social media. Now you go and catch coronavirus from church, where you're going to be blessed, when you can be blessed in your house. That is already a blessing when you stay home and you don't catch coronavirus because Koza wants to make money. Okay? Now you don't catch coronavirus because Innocent, whatever his name is, wants to make money. Or Redeemed wants to make money. All these cults that you people go to where they treat you like cattle, Dundee United. Fast for 100 days, your genes will go. Nobody's telling you, do the right thing. Stop lying. Stop taking bribes. Stop cheating on your husband. Stop, you blah, 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 blah. Nobody's there. Because all you, Dundee. There's no coronavirus in Naija. Let me show you one more video, Jerry. And then we'll go to the side chicks. And the side men. Professional business. Side. May God not make us side dish. Me, I'm always the main character. Anybody will go get side on top of this one won't die. Hold on. Let me get it for you, please. I'm getting you a new a video from a guy that claims there's you know, coronavirus. There's no coronavirus in Naija. I cannot believe. And you guys are so intelligent. That's what hurts me the most. You claim to be intelligent. You claim to be smart. You claim to be educated with 4 degrees and PhDs. But you're willing to be lied to. You're willing to be lied to because you're not willing to do the right thing. Because you're not willing to study. You're not willing to take the Bible and read it and dissect it. Shame on all of you people. Talking about there's no coronavirus in Naija. And, you know, the guy says he has coro. Hold on.
Let me survive here. Okay? You cannot survive here.
See?
How many of them will come? How many of the coronavirus will come? Come here and face this weather. Coronavirus that ordinarily, if it stays out of anything for 10-20 minutes, it will die. Then how is it going to be flying? Listen to me.
How is it going to be flying?
We are not to you.
Oh, dear.
We are Africans. We have hard skin.
Okay, let's be real. We're definitely not Oyibo. Let's be real. I'll give him that much. That's the only thing he said that was right. Coronavirus, first of all, can live on metal for 24 hours. As in, if somebody touches a fork, or if somebody touches anything metal, coronavirus can stay there for 24 hours. Outside, once you breathe it in, your skin has nothing to do with it. It goes into your nose, it goes in from your face, it can go into your pores, which ends up in your bloodstream. These people are liars. God is not a God of liars. But you people are so, you believe in bullshit. Coronavirus can stay in the air for 3 hours. Let me break it down to you. Simple. Let's assume, you see how close, those people are like sitting next to each other like sardines, right? 3 hours after somebody leaves that space, that room, that church, 3 hours, people can still catch it because it's airborne. This thing is so deadly. If they tell you there's egungun, you remember they used to tell us when I was growing, well, I am kind of old. I'm 55 years old. In the olden days, they used to tell us, if you egungun, there's a particular egungun, I think it's Oro or something like that. They used to tell us, oh, if a woman looks at Oro, she'll die. A woman looks at Oro, she'll die. Honey, superstition 101. Because one day I decided I was going to be brave and I looked at Oro, I didn't die, I'm still here. But coronavirus is as real as it gets. Coronavirus is not a masquerade. Coronavirus does not fly. Coronavirus is airborne. I mean, it's not a white man's disease. It's not a black man's disease. It's not anybody's disease. It's a human disease. It's a virus that's taking over the world. It's a virus that has no respect for class. This thing is in Bodija. They found 2 cases in Bodija. Not Sabo, not Ota. Bodija is where the aristocrats allegedly live in Ibadan. Because I have a few friends that live in Bodija. Bodija is like the Lekki or Ikejaya or Samshoni Barrier or Banana Republic, Banana Island. Banana Republic. What can I tell you? At least I admit it. Okay? Bodija. Imagine some market woman catches it. All her customers are exposed. All her people are exposed. All the people in the market are exposed. Stay home, my people. Stop believing the lies these pastors tell you. Carry your Bible and read it. There's Psalm 121 in the Bible. That's Psalm 70. Read it for confidence. But do what is expected of you. God did not create doctors so that they can be mocked. God did not create all these people The scientists that are looking for solutions. Then they told you guys, they accidentally, stupid Trump, God, nice guy Trump, before he comes and harasses me. Now tells you guys that they're looking at chloroquine. Nigerians ran out and bought out all the chloroquine in the world. Literally, I exaggerated a little bit, but they bought out all the chloroquine in Nigeria and they started taking it. No, that's not how you treat an illness. Because by the time you come and get coronavirus now, your body is not... Child. And then there's no medication around to treat it. Right now, there's no gloves. Right now, there's no mask. Anywhere in the world, there's no ventilating machine anywhere in the world, and Nigerians are saying God will do it. Honey, God did it when you had access to the internet, and you could read, and you could follow CNN saying this is the deadliest disease they've ever seen. You could follow all the newscasters telling you, stay home, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't go into a large group. Don't go to places where you cannot practice social distancing, which basically means 6 feet between you and the next person that's not in your family. Social distancing. When you practice those 3 things, your possibilities of getting it in your own house, where you're wiping everything down. When you go to the supermarket, they tell you to come home, take off all your clothing, wash your hands, wash your clothing. Simple things. But yet, if a pastor tells you to fast for 325 days, you will fast. Now, my friends, let's talk about the side chicks. Let's talk about the side chicks. Miss Side Chick. A lot of you guys are upset right now. But the person will get luggage, won't carry on. Mr. Man cannot come and visit you, my darling side chick. I totally understand your plight. He can't come because if he comes, you go where you have side, the man might have 3 or 4 sides. He goes and visits one side and brings you the kidney. You better tell all of them to stay home. I know you need money for your hair and you need money for your nails because I have a Facebook friend that told me once, she has a different guy for her nails, she has a different guy for her kidney, different guy for her car, gas and all that. You need to sit your nyash at home. Tell Bobo don't come more. Because if he comes into your house and his wife don't get him, you are catching that thing. If he's gone to any of his other side chicks, baby, you are exposing yourself. Stay home. Stay home, stay home, stay home. And all of you guys that have side dishes everywhere, you need to stay home. Stay home. Because part of the reason why HIV is the way it is in Nigeria is because of the fact that everybody's got a side something. Okay? Stay home. Keep your jagbajantis to yourself. The guy wants to give you a Range Rover. Tell him, hold on. And I know. We can't talk about side chicks without talking about Ron's girls. We can't talk about side chicks without talking about independent contractors. If you want to go and make 20,000 naira for Ashewo for one night, and you're willing to die for that shit, you go to you. But think about the person. Think about the other people in your family that do not know that you're showering for a business. There's nothing wrong with showering, my friends. If you want to shower, my darling sisters and brothers. Okay? If that is your contribution to society and your community service is making you money by showering, shuku to you. But in this time of coronavirus, I ask you to shut down your shop. Put a padlock on that sushi and close up shop. If my friend can close up a restaurant where she feeds at least 30, 40 people a day, your sushi can close up for a month. You will not die. Okay? And they're talking about technology these days, honey. Technology, social distancing. You can have social media sex. Not on Facebook. Oh. You can be doing phone sex. You can be I'm even giving you business tips. You should be paying me. You see, I'm a life coach. Honestly, if showering is your business, you need to close up shop and go virtual. Virtual, honey. Get one of those people. The money, you have to keep the money going. Me, I'm not a person that'll tell you don't shower. Showering is your business. Shuku to you. Do your thing. Because if you don't shower, somebody can go out there and do some weird coin thing. I'm not going to tell anybody how to run their lives. It's not a business for me. But if that's your business, shuku to you. But I'm going to need you to close up shop right now. Because one person transmitting that disease to you, you guys are at high risk of giving it to more people. I'm begging you. So pastors are not the only problem. Oh. The side chicks are problems. The showers are problems because that's their business. The pastor is running the business with the Bible. The showers are running their business. They're showering, but their store is there. I'm going to need you to shut it down. Everybody take your businesses virtual. Church should go on social media. Church, if you want to shower, go and shower through what? Yeah, virtual. They will pay you. You won't lose business. You should send me a thank you note. Now let's talk about you guys on the bus. On public transportation, where are you going? Where are you going that's worth your life? I beg, tell me where you're going that's worth your life. And then you start screaming that you believe in God, you believe in God, you believe in God. If you believe in God that God will do it, then you already know to sit yourself at home. When you go on the bus, you're in a confined space. If one person has that virus, you just expose. If you are one person carrying that virus and you don't know you have the virus, forget other people. Now you've contaminated everybody else. You've exposed them to the virus by going on the bus. And I know it's hard to stay home. I've been home for almost 10 days. You know I'm married to a doctor. Exercise is so important to me. So walk around your neighborhood. Make sure people are practicing social distance. If you're taking a walk, make sure nobody's breathing on your neck. Make sure they're not too close to you. Make sure that there's enough room between you and them. So definitely get out, walk around your complex. Don't go shopping. Walk in the daytime, I better go because Naija people. Walk in the daytime. Make sure you take somebody with you while you're walking because these times are going to be crazy. People are not used to being confined. Stay home, stay home, stay home. Stop going to church. Stop going to these public places where you can you can be exposed to this virus. I'm begging you. All right, share the video for me. Follow us on social media. Go to my YouTube page because I post different things on IG. I post different things on Facebook. I don't post the same thing on Facebook that I post on IG that I post on what's that thing called? YouTube. Go. Authentic conversations is what we do here. You know, I'm not here to entertain you. You might get entertained by accident because I think I'm a comedian. But I speak power into truth with a very unique voice. I am who I am. I'm a married lesbian woman. I believe in God. I believe in doing the right things. Nobody's perfect. We've all made mistakes in the past. I believe that we can rebirth ourselves. I believe that when we are ready to wake up and grow, God gave all his disciples the grace to wake up one morning when he met them and said, hey, Paul, you are this. This is who you are now. The guy that killed somebody, he took him in. Jesus Christ hung with the devil, with Judas and all these people. He hung out with the lady by the well who was an Ashewo. The man is cool, though, but we human beings, we are the problem. Because when you don't follow instructions, the 10 commandments is all you're supposed to follow. You'll be following some guy in a Versace and Armani suit using your money to donate to Versace and donate to Comme des Garçons. Because the guy is fine, all these women will be throwing themselves, married women will be throwing themselves at the guy to come and polish them off. He's not Jesus Christ. If you make Jesus Christ God self, you probably wouldn't even give him the time of day because the guy is in Salubata, looking all frumpy, looking like Baba come from Moji or Mushi. But yet your heart is what God looks at. My heart is what God looks at. And we're not perfect. When you make a mistake, own the ish. Own it. If you don't know something, don't start going on social media and acting like you've got a PhD in it and you've been given the Nobel Prize for that topic that you know nothing about. Simple. Coronavirus can kill you. Coronavirus is in Nigeria. Coronavirus is not something Nigerians can handle because we don't have hospitals. We don't have doctors. We have doctors. We have amazing doctors, but they don't have the tools. Doctors in Nigeria are doing surgery. They have to tell the patient to go and buy the gloves. They have to tell the patient to go and bring the thread, to go and bring the sutures or whatever they call them. My nephew had a car accident last year. We had to pay for everything, including iodine. I almost threw up. You don't even know the anxiety I went through. Yet you're talking about a virus that can jump from one person to the other and contaminate a whole country. 86,000 people got it in China. China, where they make everything you people use in Naija. The chair you're sitting on right now is made in China. China had the problem, but yet you want to tell me coronavirus is not in Nigeria, it's not coming to Nigeria. A lot of your pastors are retarded. A lot of your pastors are stupid. A lot of your pastors are murderers. Difference is they're murdering people, they're killing people with their tongues and not a gun. Stay home. Wash your hands. If Jesus Christ was here today, the Jesus you're going to look for in a building that lives in your heart, that lives in your home, that lives in you, Jesus will tell you the same thing. Wash your hands. What? Wash your hands. Don't go out. Jesus is speaking to you through all these scientists. Wash your hands. Don't go out. Jesus ran from crowds when he felt threatened. Jesus Christ, go and read your Bible. No. Jesus Christ ran from crowds when he felt threatened. Ask why Jesus Christ only had 12 people with him. He could have had the whole goddamn world. It's called social distancing, baby. There's been social distancing before we knew the name. Jesus was practicing it. That's why he only had 12 guys and not the whole world with him. But Bob was cool. Okay? And by the way, every time you think God, look at your child. If you look close enough, you'll see God in him. Look at your neighbor. But the hardest thing for people to do is to stand in front of the mirror and look at themselves because of all the stuff they've done in the dark that they hope will never come. You go to church on Sunday, you just went to a babalawo to kill your sister-in-law, to kill this person, to kill that person. You go to church and you're fasting for 35 or 100 days and you're wondering why you're not getting what you want from God. Because your mouth has destroyed Moji. Your mouth has destroyed Olu. Your mouth has destroyed so many people by the lies that you walk around telling. You know why Nigeria is the way it is? Because of you. You don't like it? Think about it. Because of you. Because of me. Because of people that will rather run a red light and bribe the Olokpa, the police. Because of people that will not stand online. Because of people that will not stay home, but they will continue to put people's lives in jeopardy. Because of people that go to church for show, for fashion show, so the world can see how rich they are, even though they haven't paid for the clothing they bought from Halivat. God forgive me. People will go to church on Sunday just to show off their latest outfit or show off their latest cars, not to serve God, and you want them to breathe on you. Your pastor is saying, come to Koza. Come to Sinners Club. Oh, did I call it Sinners Club? Yes, it is Sinners Club. Winners Club. Winners Church. But yet, when his wife was sick, Adeboye, whatever his name is, took his wife to London. Why didn't he put his wife in church and tell the church people to pray over her? God will do it. Maybe God did it by her going to the right doctor. Abi? But yet, you guys will take the problem, okay? You will take the word of the pastors above the word of the scientists, above the word of God himself. You will listen to what your pastor says. There's nothing wrong with having spiritual advisors. I'm looking for something here, don't mind me. Good morning, Dotun. In Maryland, some Nigerians are still partying. Welcome to the real world, though. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You'll take everybody's word, the pastor's word against everybody, science, common sense, because your pastor is your God, not God himself. You think God created all the people in the world and gave them brain cells. God created surgeons and all that stuff, but you don't listen. You know? This is time to know. Dotun says this is time to know your family. It's very much so. See, for this topic, you don't want to make me emotional now. See, Dotun, it is time to know our family. But family, honestly, your family could have coronavirus too. The only family I know that does not have coronavirus in this day and age is my wife, me, and our son, who's here. So that's who I'm staying with. But there's nothing wrong with getting to know your family. But you have to remember there's a lot of gay LGBTQ people all over the world. I'm sorry I'm bringing the LGBTQ thing into this conversation. I have 25 brothers and sisters. Aside of the fact that my mouth is sharp, a lot of them are not dealing with me because they believe in God. And God said, and this and that, because I'm a, what? Because I'm a LGBTQ person. So there's a lot of us lesbians and gays out there that have family, but we don't have family. And our family are our friends and our, people around us. So get to know your family, but don't go visit them. When they said stay home, they didn't say go stay home, but go and visit your family. Honey, your family needs to stay where they are at the moment. And you stay where you are. Do FaceTime, call them, have party on the phone. If I'm telling Ashewos and showers to have sex with their customers online. And you are talking, Doton, about going to family. Family gets coronavirus too, oh, I'm sorry. Because until everybody, it's kind of hard to know who has it and who doesn't. So let's try and make a circle as tight as possible, because that's the less. Because people, you don't understand something, Doton. Even in America here, they're short of ventilating machines. They're short of masks. We can't find masks anywhere. We can't find anything because there's no antivirus yet. They're doing tests, but nothing is confirmed. This chloroquine that they're shouting, it's not just chloroquine. It's chloroquine mixed with all kind of ijibijis that they're trying to figure out at the moment. So there's no cure for it. So you go and visit Yashukura, who happens to be your brother-in-law's cousin's aunt, dog, cat, guinea corn, and you catch coronavirus, because now you catch it going home, not knowing that you get them. You come and bring it to your immediate family, and then your children come, they do, because they can't breathe. If this was something that gives you a rash that you can see, it's one thing. This is something that's airborne. This is like, it's the craziest thing. The economy in America tanked by 25% because they said everybody stay home. Shut up all your business. Shut them down. Nigerians are still doing yanga. I'm going to the market. I'm going to party. I'm going to Jikirai. I saw brother Wasiu. What a goddamn hypocrite. He carried a sanitizer. He's at a party. Wasiu. For you people that know who he is, he's a jiggy, I forget what it is. He's a musician, Nigerian musician. I saw there was a video that went viral where he's playing music at a party. He even practiced social distancing because I didn't say a single person put $1 on his head. He had a sanitizer in his hand talking about koro. He's part of the problem. The person that threw the party gone is part of the problem. Because when they say sit home, stay home, Corona is not a joke. Oh. Coronavirus is not a joke at all. It's not about Jesus will do it, God will do it. God will do it. But God is going to do it through scientists. God is going to do it through doctors. God is going to do it through people that he has appointed. Not pastors that are telling you to come and endanger your life. Not Winners Chapel that's telling you to come to church because there is no coronavirus. There is coronavirus. There are 27 cases as of yesterday. As of this morning. As of yesterday, there was 22. Now there's 27, which means 5 more cases came up. 2 in Bodija, which means that it's not the poor people that are getting this disease. It's everybody. It's across the board. Idris Alba has it. Tom Hanks has it. The Prince of Monaco has it. And most people that have it don't even know they have it. So you can't fault them. That's why every country has asked their citizens to stay home. So any pastor that tells you to come to church, you tell him, I rebuke you, devil. Because they are the devil in that moment. Any pastor that tells you there's no coronavirus because God will do it, you tell him that your God that you serve will do it, but not so he can make money at your expense. You tell Fatoyibo that he is the devil in this particular case. Because if he is willing to bring thousands of people together in a church with a virus that's airborne, he is the messenger of the devil and not of God. Because a messenger of God will tell you, stay home. When people value money more than your life, they are the devil. It's time to stop blaming the poor devil for everything. Abba, kilo de, wetin devil do na sef Naija. You get drunk, you get in a car, you hit somebody, you say it's the devil that made me do it. You go and sleep with somebody else's wife, they clunk you on the head, they beat you up, they take you and put you outside naked, you say it's the devil that made you do it. And Shewo catches HIV, she blames it on the devil, oh, it's the devil. How about the 5,000 people that drove you around? You have more mileage than a 1979 Volkswagen Bug. But you blame the devil. You've been given instructions through doctors from God. Stay home. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't go to public places where you cannot socially distance yourself from people. 8 feet between you and the next person. You have not listened. You have not adhered to the laws of God that is sent to you through doctors that are qualified to deal with this pandemic that we have. But you continue to believe man. You're believing a man in a Versace suit that drives a Rolls Royce while you're driving a foot wagon. If you are that if this church is that good for you and prosperous, you think you should not be driving a Rolls Royce as well? But it's collecting your 10% to send his kids to school in America. Winners Chapel is the same thing. If MFM, Mountain of Fire, the church where they tell everything to die, 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 die. I have respect for those people. Shuku to Mountain of Fire, by the way. You tell them I gave them their props today, because normally I laugh at Mountain of Fire, because when I went there once, they were praying for 5-6 hours. I'm like, what kind of sin did you guys sing that you're praying for 12 hours straight? But the guy, the leader of Mountain of Fire, had the common sense that Koza does not have, that a lot of these big churches do not have. See, a lot of you guys are so keenny, because I understand if you don't go to church and you don't do your ushering job, people will look down on you. They'll tell you don't believe in God, honey. You tell them. When you tell somebody I'm not going to church, you call them and say I'm not coming today. Tell them I'm not coming to church until this shit is over. When they tell you you don't believe in God or you're doing it, tell them because you believe in God. That's why you're staying home. Because God is the one that created the doctors. God is the one that gave them the know-how. God is the one that gave them the information of how to fight this battle. God is the one that said, thou shalt wash your hands. Thou shalt not go. 5 commandments, maybe you can't keep. You're thinking you can keep the commandments of the Bible. Thou shalt wash your hands. Thou shalt not go into a crowded room. Thou shalt not kiss and hug people. Thou shalt not go to a bar. Thou shalt not go to a concert. Simple instruction that God gave us through doctors. Don't forget, these pastors want to use you. They need your money, people. They need you to come. So when you die, when Nigerians die, nobody tells you. When Nigerians die, nobody's ever called me and said that Shukra died, though. She died of breast cancer. She died of pneumonia. She died of AIDS. They'll tell you Shukra died. Can you donate money? How about Shukra died of this or that? So we have data as to what's killing our people. These pastors don't care about you. They just want to make money from you. They want your tithes. There's nothing wrong with sending money. If you want to donate to them, donate to them. 11 o'clock, I'm going to church. I got dressed this morning. My makeup is all done. I'm coming to my living room to watch the church service. And when it comes to tithe giving, we will donate our money on the phone. So you can still go to church via the internet. Like I told the shawos, they are shawos. You can still keep your business going through the internet. Stay away from people. Love yourself, love your family enough. Because if you love yourself, you're loving God. You cannot love God if you don't love yourself. Let me tell you something, because God said I created each and every man according to his own image. But if you don't believe that, and you believe that God created your pastor, and he didn't create you, so you can go and endanger your life so the pastor can become rich. Shuku to you. You want to be the sacrificial lamb for these pastors to say, during the coronavirus, our church was open. They're not going to tell you how many people are sick. How many of you guys know what killed your neighbor next door? Huh? How many people? And by the way, before you guys come and say I'm encouraging Ashewos, my thing is, there's some realities of life. There's some businesses that has been around from the days of the Bible. I mean, I'm sorry. The lady by the well, do we even know her name? But we know she had 6 husbands. 5 before she met Jesus. And Jesus acknowledged it. Jesus did not look down on her. Jesus did not abuse her. Jesus said, even the one that you are with, self, is not even your own. So we can't say we don't know that there's ashewos around. We don't know that there's cheating around. Sexually transmitted diseases are there. They're there. But at least they have to do the jiggy-jiggy before they get it. This particular one, just by being in the same room, you have the high possibility of catching it. So, me, I'm a realist. I don't live in Fantasy Island. I know what's real. I believe in hocus pocus because I know there's energies. But I'm not going to lie and say, oh, we're all holier than thou and Jesus Christ. If we were all holier than thou, Nigeria wouldn't be as bad as it is. If we were all holier than thou, Nigerians would not have boyfriends while they're married and their husband having girlfriends. So, in this world, Moji's world, we talk about the good, we talk about the bad, and we talk about the ugly. Today, let's just be safe. Let's stay out of these churches. Let's tell Koza and Fatoyimbo, no, our health is better, is worth more to us. Our children's lives are better to us, are worth more to us. Our sanity is worth more to us than sitting in a room when we know that God is everywhere. Don't allow people to use you like toilet paper and throw you out. Because when you die, there will be nobody there to do the right things. Pornography is illegal. Pornography is not right. I make a lot of jokes and I talk a lot of truth, but we have to be real. All right? Let's be real in the world of social media. Let's be socially responsible, not just practicing social distance, but social responsibility as well. Let's not share information that's not true. Let's not post BS that's not true. If you're going to post something that's not true, make sure you put a commentary on top that says this guy is full of... Stop sharing things because Nigerians don't read the whole thing. Black people don't read the whole thing in general. All right? Please, I beg you, stay home, stay connected, stay centered and grounded in God. And God is not just Christians. God, there's many paths to God. There's Muslims, there's Buddhism, there's this, there's that. We're all serving the I am that I am. It's how you treat people. It's how you speak to people. It's how you behave in the real world that tells me if you believe or you don't. This is Moji Solar Wilson, and I am asking you today, stay home, wash your hands, be kind to each other, love each other. You know, be kind to each other by staying home. That's the greatest gift you can give anybody, including yourself. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for always allowing me to be who I am. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Namaste.